be out! Jordan Rice hangs out straight, collected right. Right back to Jackson. The ball. Flips it over to first and still gets Alex Harden. Cross, get out, ball later! Might have just missed it! Got it wrong from Jordan Rice! Jordan Rice hangs out straight, collected right. Right back to Jackson. The ball. Flips it over to first and still gets Alex Harden. Cross, get out, ball later. Might have just missed it. Got it wrong from Jordan Rice. In play, that's a fair ball to Jake. What a play from Jake Oliver! And that is destroyed! Yeah, tie game! 60. Going, caught and run!
from Sam Thomas. He'll throw over to first and double him up.
That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's going to be out. Jordan Rice takes out Trey Cluxton right. Right back to Jackie. On the ball. Flips it over to first and still gets Alex Hardy.
Crotch, get out, ball later.
And he might have just missed it. Caught and run from Jordan Rice. And that's a shot. Cyclones on a play.
Oh, and moonshot. Oh, he robbed it. What a catch. What a catch.
Bears coming home. And he hits it. What a play! What a play! The double play from Jerry Langston. And that ball is out of here. Walk-off home run, Jake Oliver. He's advancing home. I don't know if I like it. Oh! He's down. He got him. Oh my God! He crossed the plate before he was there. Going, caught and robbed from Sam Thomas. He'll throw over to first and double him up.
That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Oh! Philip goes to Barkley. Walk off.
Crotch, get out, ball later.
And that ball is out of here. Walk-off home run, Jake Oliver. That ball's in play. Going back, Keeper King. Back into this playhouse, makes the grab. He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's going to be out. I like it. That ball is absolutely tattooed. And what a roll! What a roll from Keith.
Flare it up. What a play for Peter McNeil.
Well, we've been waiting all day for Monday night, and we've got ourselves an old-fashioned sub-game here in the AWA. Both squads coming into this one a little bit short-handed, but it should make for a real fun matchup tonight between the Central Cyclones and the Southern Stingers. I'm Trevor Butler. I've got Jack Playhouse to my right. Jack, how you doing today?
Doing good. Getting ready to kick off the second part of Week 8.
It's going to be a good matchup, and despite both teams being a little bit short-handed, we have a fantastic pitching matchup in this one. Jordan Rice and Eddie Brown set to go toe-to-toe, two of the best arms in this league, and Jordan Rice continuing to make that push for a potential MVP bid. The Cyclones are going to be down to only 3 players today for the Southern Stingers, but before we take a look at who we're missing, let's take a look at the starting lineups first for the Central Cyclones.
Jackson Carr, I'm him. Zane Phillips, Mount Lake Terrace High School.
Max Melendez, Blazers.
Eddie Brown, St. Pius 10th School Elementary.
David Gibbons, Western Oregon University.
Salou Fati, Washington.
And the typical lineup for the Southern Stingers.
Peter McNeil, Eastern Washington University.
Jordan Rice, University of the Westgate Cougars.
Liam McFeely, Kimball Elementary.
Cole Blevins, Edmonds Woodway High School.
Nathan Jensen, Fife Washington.
Barrett Carlo, Meadowdale Middle School.
So both teams with two of the players you just saw in those intros. The Cyclones coming in with Zane Phillips and Eddie Brown, which if you're going to have two players, those are probably two guys you would very much like to have.
Yeah, there's a few teams where probably less is more. Cyclones definitely one of them. If Zane Phillips gets that many more at-bats, they're probably squared away. Their sub today, Matt Bennett, will make his AWA debut, most likely that Game 2 guy. And then looking at the Southern Stingers, Reed McFeely will step in place of his brother, Liam McFeely. Cole Blevins, Jordan Rice, the usual squad, and then another sub who was here last year, Trey Caracco, to wind out the lineup. Both teams very close, 9-12 for the Stingers, 12-9 for the Central Cyclones. So kind of a swing game here, a swing series. We'll see where this takes us, but we're ready. We're about ready for first pitch right here.
And we're in the late stages of Week 8 of this season, so it really is crunch time. After this, every team with only 2 series to play as we push on toward the postseason. Every win becomes really important for teams like these two that are sitting in the middle of the standings. They would love to climb. They would love to pull themselves further out of that 7 versus 8 wild card game style spot that we've got this season.
Yeah, and I think the Stingers right now are trying to delay the process here a little bit. Still waiting on Reed McFeely, but they're going to have to get out there at some point. Right now it is 3v3. Hopefully they'll get their 4th shortly.
So we'll look at the alignment for both teams. It'll be Zane Phillips leading off for the Cyclones, who will be hitting first here in Game 1. He'll lead off and play third. Eddie Brown will pitch and hit second. And Matt Bennett, as we said, making his AWA debut, will hit third and play first. Those are the 3 on hand for the Central Cyclones as Jordan Rice gets ready to toe the slab once again. Sports a 2.85 ERA on the year, 62 punch-outs in 49.5 innings of work.
Yeah, when you look at the 2, well, technically 3 stars here today, Jordan Rice, Zane Phillips, and Eddie Brown, right now after Week 7, they're 2, 3, and 4 in WAR this year, trailing Drew Gradwell, who kind of had a rough go. So we'll take a look at the Week 8 calculations, but we could be looking at the top 3 WAR leaders in this game. Jordan Rice, like you were saying, potential MVP candidate. And usually it goes to a player on the team that has the most wins. But Jordan Rice, I mean, he's just keeping this ship afloat for the Southern Stingers with Peter McNeil and Liam McFeely out with injuries. And today he's got, another 2 extra subs. So we'll see if he can keep it going.
He's been great on the hill, and the other really fun matchup to watch is going to be him and Zane Phillips trying to go toe-to-toe at the plate, because both of those guys can really put a hurting on the wiffle ball. They can drive it, and with at-bats certainly not being a premium in this one for either guy, we should see some fireworks today.
Zane Phillips will lead it off. Zane Phillips sporting that 436 average, which very high, all things considered. Probably not as high as you'd expect for Zane Phillips. I think he's reached a point in his career where the pitchers are kind of going around him. One of the few guys in the AWA that it's a walk is way better than the alternative.
Walking up to many men by 50 Cent today. I like it. So he'll step in and face Rice. Quite a treat of a matchup to start us off. Rice checks his defense. Only 2 defenders for him at the moment as he fires in 58.
Looks like he's going to go right after him here today.
0-1 dropped out. He'll be saved by the speed check at 61. Deals the 0-1, fouled the other way, but same speed, so we'll try it again.
That's tough.
This one misses outside, and we're all square.
4 straight pitches in the 60s, 62. Probably expect that when you're facing Zane Phillips, a little more adrenaline. 3-1.
Last pitch was at 60, so you can make it 5 straight, at least at 60, as that's tapped foul. Count goes full. Rice working on Phillips. The payoff. Foul back.
I'm quite surprised how many strikes I'm seeing here.
This time he misses inside, and after a 7-pitch battle, Zane Phillips aboard to start us off here in game 1.
Not a bad start there. I mean, last thing you want to do there is leave a hanger, so kind of the only way you're going to get Zane Phillips out is having him swing at a chase pitch.
So Eddie Brown will step in here, the starter here in game 1 on the hill for the Cyclones. Ahead 2-0 here. Sports a 373 on the season. Ground ball left side. Bobbled once and no throw.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. I think they're just hanging on until Reed McFeely steps in here. Drake Rocco, the sub, didn't expect to be playing third base here today. Thought was going to be more of a second baseman.
He's rocking the throwback Stingers Jordan Rice jersey. It's old school. So brings in Matt Bennett, takes the ball upstairs, making his AWA debut right here. First career at bat, grounded over toward Caraco, who can't make a play at second, throw to first.
Yeah, that's tough. These are the positions where you're really needing kind of some veteran defense there.
Was a nice throw, but just not in time. So it'll load him up now for Phillips, and that's not a spot you want to be in.
There's his walk-up song.
First pitch to him. Skips in the dirt. Now having to work on Phillips with nowhere to put him.
This is an interesting Barry Bonds type situation.
Flares one the other way. A hanger over the head of Blevins. 1 run will score. Bennett will hold up at third, and the single moves everybody up.
Yeah, that's tough. You kind of need Cole Blevins to make that play right there. Just hung up a little bit, went over his head.
Bases stay loaded for Eddie Brown, who takes the ball. He's quickly ahead 2-0. Rice struggling with command here in the early going.
And it kind of takes a lot out of the pitcher when 3 plays that most likely would be made just can't get it done.
Walks Brown on 4 pitches, and quickly it's 2-0 Cyclones here in the top of the first. So Bennett steps back in, singled on the infield his first time up, as he taps that one foul. Pulled down the left field line, will run off the tree, and he's behind 0-2. Bases still loaded, nobody out here in the top of the first. Pair runs already across. 0-2 popped up. Rice calls everybody off and makes the grab for the first out.
Nice job there. Jordan Rice might have to do it all himself here, or at least until the backup arrives.
So everybody holds up. Bases still loaded for Phillips. And like we said, this is going to be the real theme of the day for the Cyclones. Is Zane Phillips is going to get at-bats in bunches. This will be his 3rd of the inning. First pitch to him. Smoked right side, way gone. Zane Phillips leaves the yard, and it's an inning-ending grand slam. It gets us to the 6-run cap. The Cyclones swinging it early. So Eddie Brown will step onto the hill for the first time today. We assume we'll see him for a couple games, as we will with Rice, as those two are set to do battle. Brown sports a 2.07 ERA, 59 punch-outs, and 50 2/3 as he drops in a strike to Rice.
Jordan Rice, the other player, sitting at 10 home runs on the year. Only 3 players in the double digits.
And just a jaw-dropping stat line for Jordan Rice. As we said, he's been dominant on the hill, dominant at the plate, a 447 average with 10 homers, 28 runs batted in as he fouls that one back.
Nice emergency hack right there. That was for sure going to hit.
34 hits on the year as he thought about offering but holds off.
Nice veteran hold right there.
Brown's 2-2. Smacked back up the middle, and with nobody there, you know, you're playing short-handed. You can only get guys on the corners.
Yeah, and
what's the order? It's Reed, but he's not here, so it'll be you.
So it'll bring in Cole Blevins. No Reed McFeely just yet, so it jumps to the next man in the order. But that's going to be the issue that the Cyclones face today is, you know, with only 2 guys in the field, you've got to kind of pick and choose where you play your defenders because you have to have somebody home at first. So we'll see how much ground Zane Phillips can cover today.
These two teams have seen each other before. It's not a shock that Eddie Brown has been dicing up teams. Nope.
Blevins with a healthy cut and a pitch inside, but can't connect, and there's one down.
Stinger's waiting on the cavalry to help join. They're going to try and see if they can hold this game.
So it makes way for Trey Caraco, who takes the strike. First at-bats of the season. That'll miss downstairs to him. It's 1-1. Ground ball back up the middle. Brown will make them. No, he will not. Nearly made the forced play at second, but it runs over the head of Zane Phillips. Everybody's going to be safe as Rice heads for third.
That's huge right there. Just getting on base, just getting the ball in play. Bad things will happen. You know, a lot of pitchers won't go to second there. That was the aggressive play there from Eddie Brown. Unfortunately, it just didn't work.
Tried to nab the lead runner. Would have had him if that was on the mark, but just a little high for Phillips. So it's runners on the corners with only 1 away as the lineup turns for Jordan Rice. He watches a ball up and out.
Might be a battle between Jordan and Eddie, just not giving each other pitches to hit.
And with both teams, as we've said, being so short-handed, we could be in for a lot of offense today. Ground ball over toward Phillips. They get the lead runner. They get the second runner. Blevins will come around and score from third. So Jordan Rice picks up a RBI fielder's choice.
His job just to keep it in play right there. There goes the shutout.
So Cole Blevins steps back in, 0 for 1 with the strikeout. Now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, 6-1 your score. Thanks in part to the Zane Phillips grand slam in the top of the first. Browns 1-1. In at 58 for a strike. 1 pitch away from getting out of it and limiting the damage. The 1-2. Grounded back to Brown once again. He's been a busy man as he makes the throw to first. Bennett there in time. Stingers get 1 back, but nothing more. We head to the second. 6-1 your score. Welcome back here to AWA Field. Top of the second on tap for you. 6-1 Cyclones your score. Eddie Brown. Fouled one back here. Nice catch. Behind 0-2 now is Brown. That was a real lookout back here. Rice is 0-2 above the zone. Just kind of hacked that. A very defensive swing.
You can see Eddie Brown's in swing mode. 3 straight foul balls.
After the busy top of the first, Brown grounds over toward Rice, who makes the underhand flip, and there's one down.
I think the play is get as many outs as possible before Zane Phillips steps in.
So paves the way for Matt Bennett, who waves through 56 on a pitch that just rose up and out of the zone. Quickly behind 0-2. Rice trying to make quick work here in the second. And Bennett thought about it there. Just about started his swing, but holds off. Now the 1-2. Upstairs. Phillips on deck. The 2-2 smack towards center field, way back and gone. Matt Bennett's first career homer leaves the yard and makes it 7-1.
Nice piece of hitting right there. That pitch was nowhere near the zone. He just stayed with it. Some solid contact right there. 7-1.
That was crushed, too. That was a solid 10 feet clear of the wall. So the lineup turns for Zane Phillips. Already one homer under his belt today. That'll miss low and out. Rice is 1-1. Ground ball left side. Caraco is there, but he can't corral it in time. It was a tough one that pulled him over from that shortstop position to the line.
And all things considered, that's not too bad.
You're gonna put Zane Phillips on. You know, a single is probably the best way to do it as Brown pops up to Rice, who sits underneath it. There's 2 down.
And Jordan Rice doesn't have much support cast behind him. I like how he's pitched here in the second inning. I mean, that first home run to Matt was not a pitch you see. Boom.
As that smack toward right center field, this one will be held though. Blevins underneath it.
There you go.
Cyclones get a run. They re-extend that lead to 6, but nothing more. To the bottom of the second we go. 7-1.
Thinking about it. Yep. Read. Yeah. Cool. Whatever. Read.
Back at it here in the bottom of the second. Trey Caraco to lead us off in this one. Brown's first pitch grounded back up the middle. He's been busy coming off the hill. Eddie Brown picks up a quick first out.
Yeah, Eddie Brown, one of the best fielding pitchers in this league. Sometimes, you just got to run it out just to add that extra pressure.
He's been fantastic in the pitching to contact department today. The lineup turns for Jordan Rice, who takes a strike. There was some wicked movement on that one. Browns 0-1. Upstairs.
The cavalry has come for the Stingers.
Read my mind. Reed McFeely just arriving. That's pulled left side. Phillips there. Throw to first in time. Nice play. Matt Bennett dropping to a knee.
That's so huge when you've got only 2 fielders to be able to make that throw. Reed McFeely will step in. First career at bat in the AWA. Of course, his brother Liam out on this Stingers team with shoulder injury, but I've heard he'll be back soon. Timeline for Peter and Liam are most likely early August.
So he steps in here and takes the ball, and that is certainly good news if you're a Stingers fan, that you've been relatively afloat. You're still right in contention as that's fouled back. And you've got some more support on the way in the form of Liam McFeely and Peter McNeil.
I mean, with all the issues they've had, I mean, being 9-12 is quite astonishing.
Browns 2-1. This is inside. And they'll certainly be in a good spot come time for the postseason. That's fouled back into us, but it was 62. They'll certainly be in a good spot with the 1-2 punch on the hill of Peter McNeil and Jordan Rice, as that is a rocket back up the middle. First career at bat, first career hit for Reed McFeely.
And we have a new all-time on-base percentage leader career.
Somebody save that wiffle ball. Get it in a cage.
Oh, they've already lost it.
So 2 down for Cole Blevins here. Blevins with Caraco on deck. Bottom of the second here in game 1. Cyclones plated 6 in the first inning, thanks in part to a Zane Phillips grand slam, as that's chopped foul. Stingers got one back in the bottom of the frame. And Matt Bennett's first career homer re-extended it out to 7-1 in the top of the second. Blevins pushes it foul.
Just out in front of that one. A little bit of a change piece right there at 53.
Browns 0-2. Missed inside. Caraco on deck, Rice in the hole. 1-2. Just out. That's a tough take right there. Brown trying to get out of the inning, leaves it upstairs. Blevins working all the way back into a full count now. The payoff. Just caught a piece of it.
Yeah, the foul into the zone is not a strikeout.
So we try again, a 3-2. And again, Blevins stays alive.
Making him get that pitch count up.
Fine margins here for Eddie Brown as he tries to wrap up the second inning. It'll be Zane Phillips to lead off the top of the third as Blevins grounds this one back to Brown, drops to his knees, and makes the throw in time. A hustle play from Eddie Brown to get the Cyclones out of the inning. We head to the third at 7-1.
So you tell them like home and stuff?
So Zane Phillips will lead us off here in the top of this third.
Giving Reed McFeely a quick rundown of the throws home. Stepping in at third.
Filling him in on every possible rule.
It's funny, they'll still ask about the rule even if they've been here for 5 years.
So we get back to work here in the top of this third. Phillips takes a strike. 1, 2, and 3 in that order due up for the Cyclones. And we'll see just how many hittable pitches Rice gives Phillips.
I told him pregame, he asked, how do I pitch to Zane?
Ground ball right side down the first base line.
Oh,
and
boy.
Phillips beats it out. It ate up Blevins over at first.
That is tough.
And it looked like he was dead to rights over there at first. Blevins just had to pick that ball up and make one step.
And that's why you run it out every time, just because it adds that extra pressure. Cole Blevins was looking to the bag before he had the ball in his hand.
So it makes way for Eddie Brown, who's behind 0-2. Bennett sits on deck. Already one homer on the day for him. As that's popped up right side over toward Blevins, who redeems himself and hauls it in.
I was saying, Jordan Rice asked me pregame, how do you pitch to Zane Phillips? And I said, honestly, don't throw him a single strike. You can see what he can do with that grand slam if you give him anything over the plate.
As Bennett watches one in that low inside corner. Out in front of 54 there, went chasing.
Now Bennett, a bit of a dingers or nothing mentality here. Appreciate it.
1-2. Is chopped foul. Just inside that foul territory line.
Little faint. Might need to throw the lines up there, do a redo for tomorrow's game.
I was going to say, might need a rechalk here soon.
Still visible.
So we try again in a 1-2, and once again, Bennett just catches a piece of it. Rice trying to move quickly, but he freezes him. Strike 3 looking, and there's 2 down.
Yeah, that's the tough part about this Cyclones team with 3 is every inning Zane Phillips is guaranteed an at-bat.
We'll see if he can inflict some damage here. Takes a big cut at 57.
He's going right at him.
Gets Phillips to reach on the rise ball there. The 0-2. Grounded foul.
No.
It's foul.
Rolled back fair, but not before being influenced by that root.
Yeah, rule is if it hits any of that mound over there, any stuff over there, it's just a foul ball.
1-2 again, misses low and out.
Oh.
Little excuse me swing there on a pitch that was primed to break all the way back into the zone, but Phillips swung at it up in his eyes. So still in a 1-2 count. Rice working on Phillips. And he misses out. Now a 2-2. Same spot, same result. Count full 3-2. The payoff. Smacked foul down the left field line. Sent that one for a ride.
Well, that's Jordan talking about how they've got a game on Wednesday as well. I don't know who scheduled that.
Yeah, they're in an interesting spot as they wrap up week 8 and prep for week 9. Another ground ball foul.
And going off the remaining opponents' winning percentage, the Stingers have the hardest remaining schedule of any team.
As this time Phillips goes down swinging. Jordan Rice with a huge strikeout to send us to the bottom of the 3rd. Stingers chasing 6 to tie, 7 to walk it off. Bottom of the 3rd on the way for you. Trey Caraco will lead us off facing Eddie Brown. First pitch grounded back to Eddie Brown. My goodness.
Same result. I mean, hey, that's better than a strikeout every at bat.
Yeah.
Grounder to the pitcher. You're getting the ball in play.
Making contact, making him work a little. I feel like I've said ground ball back to Eddie Brown about 5 of the 7 outs in this ball game.
And he's been dialed out there.
He has. So 1 away as the lineup turns for Jordan Rice. Brown trying to put a bow on a Game 1 victory for the Central Cyclones as he gets Rice to chase above the zone. He'll miss in the dirt. Same spot, same result. It's 2-1. A lot of break on that one, but it just misses. It's 3-1.
3-1.
Hitters count to Rice, drops out. He takes a 1-out walk. Makes way for Reed McFeely.
Single in that first plate appearance for Reed McFeely. We'll see if that changes the shift at all with 2 fielders. Right up the middle. Ooh.
Ran back in on McFeely. Blevins on deck, Caraco in the hole. Ripped right side, it's gonna sneak over the fence and leave the yard. Reed McFeely gets a couple back on a rocket out to right field.
Reed McFeely 2 for 2 to begin his AWA career.
There you go.
Home run in his second at bat. This is a historic pace if he can keep it up. That ball, I don't know how it got out, but it got out.
I mean, that was a Giancarlo Stanton looking homer, just on a rope and getting out in a hurry. Couple back for the Stingers, still a 4-run ball game, but gives them a little momentum as Blevins fouls that back. One waved at. Blevins in search of his first hit of the game. Grounds one back toward Phillips, who steps into it and makes the play for the second out.
St. Phillips has put himself in the Gold Glove conversation. He's only has 1 error on the year. Perfect so far today.
So it'll make way for Trey Caraco.
Last chance here for the Stingers. Try and keep this rally going.
First pitch 60 flat for a strike. Now the 0-1. Pushed foul the other way. It's up onto the roof.
Like what I've seen out of Trey here.
Browns 0-2. Upstairs. He's looked good at the plate. He's put in some solid swings. And he takes the ball here.
Yeah, watch out if we can get back up to Jordan Rice.
Now the 2-2.
Oh, wow.
Grounded, say it with me, back to Eddie Brown, who underhand flips to first and wraps up game 1. 7-3 Cyclones, your final score. They get things going with a notch in the win column. Well, after his Game 1 Grand Slam, Robert is with Zane Phillips.
All right, Zane, tell me what you saw on that Grand Slam pitch there.
Honestly, I was kind of getting jammed in my AB, so I was thinking, if I'm going to get pitched inside, pull it a little bit, but happened to sit back and just drive it oppo. So it worked out in my favor. I just got to quit getting jammed.
What is it like in this environment with the amount of subs?
A lot of running. I got to work on my conditioning.
The conditioning's not up to par?
It's not, sadly. Yeah.
I'm surprised by that.
I am too.
Well, keep that up in Game 2 and 3. Appreciate it, man. Back to booth, guys.
So we'll see the same lineups for Game 2. Everybody keeping it as is, and the Stingers will get a full game of Reed McFeely.
Don't know what that was. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I was talking to Jordan in between. Reed came in 2 at-bats, a single and a 2-run home run. 2/3 of the run total, and he only was there for an inning. So having 4 fielders, we'll see how this game goes here in Game 2. I mean, Eddie Brown's still going to be out there. It's going to be a hard time getting on base. But there's holes in this defense, as you can see. Just don't hit it over to Zane Phillips because he will make the play.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely still a tough spot because Brown is so good defensively on the hill. And Zane Phillips is so good over there in that hybrid third base shortstop position that he's stuck in right now. But there's a lot of space up the middle simply because everybody's got to cover. And it'll put the Stingers in a good spot, especially having 4 people on defense now. They won't necessarily have to worry about shifting all too aggressively and can just attempt to play solid, clean defense. It'll be Jordan Rice leading us off once again. Game 2 of this 3-game series.
And we'll see Zane Phillips can join Jordan Rice in the double-digit home run club along with Houston Schmutz, and I want to say, Aaron Schofield.
Ready, Jordan?
So Rice will step in here. Brown on the hill once more after the Game 1 victory. Cyclones looking for a series win. Stingers looking to force a rubber match. Brown's 0-1. Hit him square in the back.
3 home runs in Game 1. I'd say that's probably right about on par for this time of the year.
Ground ball over toward Bennett. Flipped to first in time. A fantastic defensive play as Matt Bennett hauled in a real knuckler off the bat of Jordan Rice.
Yeah, who needs 3 fielders when you just got 3 elite fielders out there?
So it paves the way for Reed McFeely. 1 down here in the top of the first as he rips it foul up into the trees. I mean, just smoked. And he has certainly looked good. He and Matt Bennett have both been fantastic in those super sub spots. Trey Caraco has put on some competitive at-bats. So for a game where you're dealing with a lot of substitute action, they've all looked pretty good. Browns 2-1.
Yeah, I think after that foul ball, he hasn't left the ball within 5 feet of the zone.
Deals again with a 3-1 that misses way up high, and McFeely will take a walk. Nice catch, Jack.
Yeah. Or a defensive slap. That was wild. You can intentionally walk people, but could be a pride thing.
Very goalie style block from Jack right there. Looked like the Argentina keeper. So makes way for Cole Blevins, who takes the ball just a little high. Top of this first inning here in Game 2, 1 out. As Blevins watches a strike on the high inside corner. Caraco on deck, Rice in the hole.
That's tough.
Can't locate it any better than that.
Dicing him up right now.
Now the 1-2. got him at 60 flat. A swinging strikeout, number 1 of the game for Eddie Brown, and there's 2 away.
Eddie Brown's positioning himself in a good spot. Take the ERA and whip crown right now. Definitely can win it after Drew Gradwell's faltered, but strikeout total might be a little bit out of reach. It's possible, though.
That'll catch the high outside corner. Another great grab. He's locked in back here. That'll miss up and out. 2 outs, top of the first. Runner on first as that's in at 56 for strike 2. Eddie Brown a strike away from stranding a runner. The 1-2. Called strike 3. Just catching the top of the zone, freezing Caraco. And we're scoreless into the bottom of the first. First up for the Cyclones here in Game 2, Zane Phillips will lead us off. Had quite a productive day in the first game as he takes the ball. Clubbed that grand slam that was enough to seal up the win. And I can't say we'll see a competitive pitch here.
Finally taking the advice, don't throw a strike.
Oh, there you go. Not. There's the old school announcer's jinx right there. 3-1. That'll miss low. Gave us one to prove us wrong, but he puts Phillips aboard on 5 pitches. So Eddie Brown will step in after spinning a scoreless top of the first. Allowed the walk, but nothing else. Rice's first pitch misses outside. The real interesting thing here will be, who do these teams trot out for Game 3? I would think it would be Bennett for the Cyclones. But tough to say for the Stingers as Brown takes a 4-pitch walk.
Rough start there. I mean, if you're going to walk Zane, you got to be dialed for the following guys. I mean, because a walk won't kill you, but 2, things a little more tricky.
So quickly a runner in scoring position after only 9 pitches. And Matt Bennett has a chance to put the Cyclones on the board. Swings to the first pitch, pops it up shallow center field. Caraco bobbled it twice and held on.
That'll work.
Picks up the out, not without the theatrics, though. Way to stick with it if you're Trey Caraco.
That is a big out, number 1. Don't want to face Zane with the bases loaded again.
You've got somewhere to put Phillips now with third base open. We'll see if Rice does that or if he challenges him this time.
That knuckleball working well today.
Looking for a huge second out. The 1-2 runs inside. All even now. The rock and deal. Got him at 56. Swinging strike 3, and there's 2 away.
That is huge. Still got a base open. And Zane Phillips does not strike out very often.
So still first and second, and now it's Eddie Brown's turn to try and put the Cyclones on the board.
Before that strikeout, he had 9 strikeouts, so he had the same amount of home runs as strikeouts.
Golly, that is crazy.
So you know what that means? He's going to hit a home run.
First pitch to Brown in the dirt. Walked on 4 pitches his first time up, did Brown. See if he sees something he likes here. He leaves that on the high outside corner. 2-1, misses inside.
I don't know, right?
So ahead 3-1 now. The chance to load the bases for Eddie Brown. Bennett on deck, Phillips in the hole.
Yeah, gotta either get Eddie or Matt in these next 2.
2-1. 3-1.
Rice is 3-1. Fouled off.
It's right to that get me over fastball.
Now the payoff. Grounded foul once again. Brown stays alive. A 3-2. Again fouled back. Eddie Brown working the count here. Still full. Popped up right side. Blevins goes over, but it's on the roof.
That was 1 foot away from being that 3rd and final out. If there's anyone who's going to jump and rob a catch over the house, it's that guy right there.
He's almost as tall as the house. 3-2 again, grounded fair this time. Rice comes up firing in the dirt, not in time. And it just kind of trickled into that corner. So we'll have to take a look here because the question is, will the runs score? So they're going to send the runner back to 3rd. It'll load the bases with 2 outs for Matt Bennett.
And Jordan Rice, instead of turn into 3rd, he decided to go the long route over to 1st, but because the runner wasn't more than halfway, he'll have to come back.
Bennett swings at strike 1. Rice trying to get out of the inning now. Chopped foul. He's ahead 0-2. The rockin' deal missed inside.
He was ready to swing there.
Went just shy of halfway around, did Bennett. Nice job of slamming on the brakes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away here in the bottom of the 1st. Bases loaded. Rice deals. Pulled left side and through for a base knock. 1 run will score. Here comes Brown from 2nd. His throw not in time. A pair of runs score, a 2-out, 2 RBI single for Matt Bennett.
Big hit right there from Matt Bennett. He's had 2 really big hits here in this series.
As Phillips pops it up right side, this one will just drop in. Miscommunication between Rice and Blevins.
That is tough.
That one's in for a strike.
That'll get him.
So it goes down as strike 3, but the Cyclones plate a pair and make it 2-0 as we head to the top of the 2nd.
balls over there?
So the lineup turns back to the top here in the top of the second. It'll be Rice, McFeely, Blevins due up for the Stingers, trailing 2-0 now.
Yeah, pretty manageable for this Stinger squad. Jordan Rice will lead it off. I think the top two guys, Jordan Rice, Reed McFeely, really have to go to work here if they want a chance to take this series.
Rice takes the ball to open up. 16 pitches in the first for Eddie Brown. That was number 17 of the second game.
Wow.
You can't place it any better than that. That is fantastic. 1-1 pulled over toward Phillips.
Place it much better than that, but too solid placement, finesse.
Yeah. Not a lot you can do if you're Zane Phillips there, having to track all the way over to the third base line.
Yeah, and when you got two fielders, I mean, usually Zane's right up on that line. He makes that throw 9 out of 10 times. Oof.
Beautiful first pitch. Oh, one popped up to Brown, who takes a couple steps off the hill and sits underneath it for the first out.
First out recorded from Reed McFeely, back down to earth with a 667 average.
So Cole Blevins will step in here. He was out in the outfield doing something.
Looking for some home run balls. Cole Blevins and Trey Caracca, I mean, they've both gotten a few balls in play, but they're going to have to keep this going. If it's automatic out, Stingers are going to have a rough time.
1 on, 1 gone, top of the second here in game 2 as Blevins taps it foul.
Eddie Brown just knows the speed limit can just sit at 60.
That'll miss inside. And some of the arms here in the AWA are so good at knowing how to toe that line. It's what makes the grad walls so good. It's what makes Eddie Brown so dominant, is they can sit in the high 50s up to that 60 range as Blevins reaches up for strike 3.
Blevins has not been seeing Eddie Brown all that well. Not too many players do. Trey Caracca trying to help this Stingers team up. And I mean, honestly, if either Cole or Trey can start getting on base for this Stinger squad, that kind of just changes the projection of the game. Have those top two guys bat more than once an inning.
And it's tough to oversell it, really, but what a rookie campaign it's been for Eddie Brown. He has been fantastic, both on the hill and at the plate. That's popped up toward Bennett, who charges in on it and makes the grab for the third out. Stingers pick up a base runner, but nothing more as we head to the bottom of the second. So it'll be Jordan Rice back on the hill here in the bottom of the second. Brown, Bennett, Phillips, the order as Brown fouls the first pitch back. Quite a noise off that bat right there. Loud foul ball as that's back toward us. We were both ready.
There's 3 people.
0-2, got him at 55.
Nice out, quick and easy. That's how you love to start an inning if you're Jordan Rice.
Cyclones looking for some insurance here for Eddie Brown. As Bennett chases after 54.
You got to respect the mindset. He's coming out of his shoes almost every pitch. It's worked well for home run and a double.
As he pushes this one the other way. And Blevins thought about it, but it goes crashing onto the first base camera there.
I'm glad he didn't run through the camera.
That would have been a lock for not top 10.
Be the sad top 10.
Top 10 plays that have lost us thousands of dollars in camera equipment. 1-2.
Wow.
Ripped out to right center field and off the base of the wall. Bennett takes a turn, thought about second, but trots back with a 1-out single.
Yeah, and that wasn't a bad pitch from Jordan. I mean, it kind of caught a little bit of the zone with that hanger, but all things considered, nice job. Tip of the cap to Matt Bennett there.
So it's 1-on-1 gone for Zane Phillips. He's ahead 3-0, and as we've said, I highly doubt we see a challenge pitch here from Rice. Is 3-0 in the dirt.
Not a bad strategy. I mean, so far in game 2, Jordan Rice is winning the battle. 2 walks to 2 strikeouts, which I can't remember the last time Zane Phillips has struck out twice in one game.
Still 2-0, 1 away here in the bottom of the second. Runners on first and second for Eddie Brown.
Gosh, he's pelting us back here.
Look out back here as that misses outside. This one pulled foul down the left field line.
You put a hand over my face for protection.
Jack almost fell out of his chair.
Yeah.
Brown behind 1-2. Fouls back again.
Just peppering foul balls back at us.
He's right on it. He leaves that one. Now the 2-2. Missed downstairs, ball 3. I mean, between the way Bennett and Phillips have been hitting the ball in this series, you really do not want to load the bases up here. Rice's payoff. Upstairs, and he'll do just that.
That's tough right there. Good at bat from Eddie Brown to keep the inning going. Matt Bennett starting to find some success here against Jordan Rice. Here in game 2, obviously had the home run in game 1.
1 out, bases loaded here in the bottom of the second. 2-0 Cyclones your score. Trying to pick up some more insurance for Eddie Brown. First pitch to Matt Bennett, misses outside. As he waves through 54 here. 1-1 dropped out on him. Nice chase pitch from Rice.
I was about to say, tie that shoe.
So barring a double play, we will see Zane Phillips again. The 1-2. Fouled back. Just depends on the situation he finds himself in. Rice 1-2 again. And he gets Bennett to swing at 55.
Big strikeout right there, but the job is not finished. Bases loaded with Zane Phillips coming in. Nowhere to put him. Say this, I don't know, you know, it's an interesting situation here because you could walk him, but Eddie Brown and Matt Bennett have also been doing very well.
First pitch upstairs, and we'll see if they give him the Jordan treatment. It sure seems like it.
Not the Cal Raleigh treatment.
Maybe last year. Phillips chops it foul. Now the 2-1. Got him to chase 55. All squared 2-2. Rice deals and misses inside.
And you know, Zane does not want to walk here.
Count full 3-2. The payoff. Up and out. He takes a walk.
Not a bad pitch there from Jordan. Hoping he'd chase there. He does not.
So the sacks stay jacked for Eddie Brown. in what is now a 3-0 ball game. 3 runs on 3 hits for the Cyclones. Nothing on 1 for the Stingers here in game 2. Brown watches a ball. Slow hanger over to Brown. He clubs it off the wall. 1 run will score. Phillips slams on the brakes. It'll go down as a 2 RBI single.
Or 1 RBI. Runner held right there. Just 1. Yeah, it's getting confusing out here with the
ghost runners.
Yeah.
We're struggling here. I'm struggling here.
Oh, got our first steal.
That's pulled left side. Back at the wall. It's caught. That is fantastic from Reed McFeely. Stuck with it and picks up the out.
Yeah, I thought it was coming on. Who's up? You up. You're up. The other side. How many are we down? 4?
So back to work for Eddie Brown here in the top of the 3rd. Got a couple of those insurance runs he was looking for. Cyclones lead at 4-0 as the top of the order steps in with Jordan Rice.
Just got to get on base any means necessary. Keep this game going.
Rice, McFeely, Blevins, the 3 due up for the Stingers here in the top of this 3rd. As Rice watches a ball up and out. Goes ahead 2-1. Brown misses low.
Big take right there. Looked pretty delicious.
3-1 hitters count to Jordan Rice. And he waves at 58. Count goes full 3-2.
Those inside drop balls are tough to lay off of. Look like they might drop for a strike.
The payoff. Just missed downstairs and leadoff walk.
Nice job from Jordan Rice. Keep this inning going.
So Reed McFeely steps in again. And another one back to where that's goodness me.
Notice the trend here.
Eddie Brown at the plate and on the hill trying to keep us on our toes. Stingers need 4 to push this into the bottom of the inning. 5 to take the lead.
We might not get another strike for the rest of the series.
Certainly won't get one here as he takes a 4-pitch walk. And all of a sudden, the tying run is on deck for the Stingers.
Big at-bat here for Cole Blevins, just trying to keep it going. Don't want to lose any of that momentum. 2 straight batters on. 2 strikeouts so far here in game 2.
Brown restocking. Cyclones leading at 4-0 here in game 2. Blevins swings through 60, just caught a piece of it for strike one. Caraco on deck, Rice in the hole after Cole Blevins. Browns 1-1. Sent center field, and ranging over goes Bennett for the first out.
Not a bad hack right there from Cole Blevins. Almost was in a prime position to get these batters advanced. Matt Bennett comes over and makes the play, holds both runners where they are.
I don't know if Matt Turner would have made that play.
Yeah.
Matt Freese certainly wouldn't have. So one out for Trey Caraco, who takes the ball. As he taps that foul to the backstop. Tying run still sits on deck. It's now Jordan Rice. And what a spot that could be if Caraco can negotiate his way aboard. Two-one drops out.
Big take right there.
Huge spot here for Eddie Brown with one out. The 3-1. Missed outside. Walked him loaded.
And guess who's up?
In the thick of the MVP conversation, can he have his MVP moment right here, Jordan Rice?
Still 2 outs to play with, so that'll, bearing a double play, Reed McFeely will have another opportunity. Might intentionally walk him as well, no matter what's going on here, depending on the outcome.
First pitch to Rice. Popped up, foul territory. Brown comes over, but he can't make the play.
That was way closer than I thought it was going to be.
He got on his horse, Eddie Brown. Wow. There's some urgency behind that one. He came all the way over, covered a ton of ground. But it'll just drop in for strike one. Rice will wear that off the hip. Bases loaded, one out as he takes the ball outside. Jordan Rice represents the tying run in this game.
Wow.
And he's ahead 3-1.
Nice patience here from Jordan Rice.
The hitters count. In for strike two at 58. Count full now. The payoff. Fouled off.
61, but doesn't matter. Will remain full no matter what.
We try again. Browns 3-2. Missed inside. It'll score a run.
Great AB right there.
Just fantastic for Jordan Rice. Bases stay loaded, run scores. And now Reed McFeely steps in as the go-ahead run.
Feeling what that St. Phillips conversation was. Talking to Eddie, say, hey.
He'll be saved by the speed check here. Would have been a strike, but it came in at 61. We'll miss downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Inside ball 3. Brown on the verge of walking in another run. The 3-0. Walked him. Bases stay loaded. Another run scores. 4-2 Cyclones in the lead now with one away.
Now this is where it matters right here. Cole Blevins, Trey, Caraco, bottom half of the order. One of them needs to get on to keep this game going.
Phillips and Bennett both come in to have some words with Brown. Up to 56 pitches here in game 2 is Eddie. His first pitch to Cole Blevins. Tapped foul. Blevins will shake things up a bit, lose the hat. 0-1, froze him on the low inside corner. Browns 0-2. Got him looking for strike 3. Nothing you can do if you're Cole Blevins and there's 2 down.
Come down to Trey to avoid the game 2 loss. Big spot right here.
Tying run sits on second as Caraco watches strike 1. Leave it upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the third. 4-2 Cyclones your score. Looking for a series win as that's up and out ball 2. Brown deals.
Wow.
Upstairs ball 3. That's a big time take. Hitters count 3-1. Brown working on Caraco, who sends one to center field. Phillips goes back off the top of the wall. And the play at the plate is not in time.
Wow.
It looks like it could have gotten out. It went off the top of the wall. There was some base running miscommunication. The runner from third scored, but Brown dropped the relay. He would have had the runner from second out by a mile. But instead, we are tied.
No, I think it bounced back. What are you talking about? No, he didn't catch it either. Oh, like if it hits the top, home run, no.
Trey Caraco coming up huge.
The Iceman ties this game up.
And now the go-ahead run sits on third. First pitch to Rice in at 58 for a strike.
He was an inch away from a grand slam, too.
Brown quickly ahead 0-2. Trying to keep this game tied now. Miss up and out. Zane Phillips will be set to lead off the bottom of the third. But Eddie Brown's got to get out of this top of the frame first. Pulled left side, way back and gone. Jordan Rice leaves the yard, and it's a 7 spot.
We were waiting for that MVP moment. Jordan Rice couldn't get it done earlier in this inning. Comes through right here to give the Stingers the lead. 7-4 the score. I don't know why they're walking off. There's no run cap in the third inning. Unless they're switching pitchers. But the 11th home run, he's back on top of the AWA leaderboard as home run leader.
And what a swing it was. He nearly cleared Club 65.
And they're gonna sub in Matt Bennett as pitcher here. Throwing some warm-up pitches. What a story there. The Cyclones were up 4-0. Stingers hung 7 here in the third inning. Chance to add on more. Reed McFeely's going to step in shortly.
And what a turn of events. A 2-run lead with 2 outs, and Eddie Brown looked like he had it under wraps.
Hey, so that counts as his 6 innings, or can he still technically pitch 1 out? Okay.
we'll see. Kind of both teams are missing their game 2 guy. We'll see how it goes. I mean, we'll see what Matt Bennett has here. He'll presumably be the game 3 guy. Eddie Brown still has 1 out of eligibility remaining in this series.
So Bennett goes to work facing McFeely. Leaves the ball inside. 7-4 Stingers the score now as that misses upstairs. .20 rocketed back up the middle. Bennett put his hands up, but the throw to first is not in time.
Almost kills him there. And honestly, Ray McFeely almost was thrown out there. Had to speed up there at the end.
It's a lesson why you always run to first.
Yeah.
Hustle, hustle, hustle. As Cole Blevins takes the ball. Blevins struck out last time. Fouls this one the other way. He takes the ball here. It'll be Phillips Brown Bennett due up in the bottom of the second. Or the bottom of the third, my apologies. As Bennett's 2-1, misses inside. Count moves to 3-1 now. As Blevins swung out of his hat.
Throws that hat out of there. That must not be working.
Now the payoff. Spiked in the dirt, ball 4. And the inning continues for Trey Caraco, who tied this game last time up.
Still not out of it yet. Trey Caraco had his first hit of the day, and it was the biggest hit of the day.
Watches strike 1 here at 56. That'll miss downstairs. Rice sits on deck. We'll see if he gets another chance to take a big swing as Caraco falls behind 1-2. Bennett deals and misses in the dirt. First career pitching appearance for Matt Bennett. He's got this over-the-top throwing motion as Rice taps it foul. Throwing from that 12 o'clock slot. Working a 2-2 count here. And he got him at 60. Around swinging goes Caraco. And we head to the bottom of the third, but a 7 spot gives the Stingers the lead. Cyclones chasing 3 to tie, 4 to walk it off. So Jordan Rice will be pitching with a cushion here in the bottom of this third as he faces Zane Phillips to open up and gets him to swing through 52. Pushed foul.
Sitting low 50s on those first 2.
Now the 0-2 pulled foul again. Dialed up 57 there. Rice looking to pick up 3 outs and even this series up at a game apiece. And notch the 10th win of the season for these Stingers as that'll miss low.
47 on the gun.
This one pulled over to the left side. McFeely had it, but he bobbled it and dropped it.
It's a great job to get over there to initially secure it. Fortunately, just couldn't make the transfer.
So Phillips gets aboard as Brown taps that one foul. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Rice goes to second. They get the lead runner.
It's a great job right there. Trey was thinking about turning into one. I don't think there would have been enough time to get him. Just get that lead runner.
So it brings in Matt Bennett. First pitch misses way outside. Bennett chops it foul. Phillips sits on deck, represents the tying run in this game. It's the 1-1 misses up and out. 2-1 grounded back to Rice. Same play. This time it runs off the hands of Caraco.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you have a 3-run cushion, just getting the easy out is probably the best thing to do. And just like that, tying run comes to the plate.
And we'll see if they give Phillips a competitive pitch.
I would definitely not in this situation. That was pretty competitive right there.
Right on cue. Rice nearing 75 pitches on this second game. And he's behind 3-1 to Phillips here.
Wow. It's the bat. That is tough.
Wouldn't even call that an excuse me swing. Now the payoff missed inside. And the bases are loaded.
Yeah, we knew this game wasn't going to be easy for either team. Really just taking it the distance. Potential go-ahead run at the plate.
Eddie Brown with a chance to walk this game off.
Jordan can go home now with the force out at home, thrown into the mat. Oh,
first pitch in for a strike.
Is that a double strike? Yeah.
That's tapped foul. Rice is 0-2. Missed outside, just barely. Tying run sits on first. 1-2. Outside again. Now the 2-2 misses inside, and the count is full. Brown just trying to get aboard by any means necessary. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third, Stingers lead at 7-4. The payoff. Upstairs, ball 4, and that'll score a run.
Slowly creeping back. I think you gotta have Matt Bennett here. If you want a chance at closing this thing out, you do not want Zane Phillips up again with only 1 out.
So now the tying run moves to second. As Bennett swings to the first pitch, pushes it past Rice, throw to third, not in time. Brown will take a turn and come home, throw to the plate, not in time. A pair of runs score, and we're tied again.
Yeah, and that's just kind of tough right there. Hitting the middle of nowhere, tie game.
Wow.
And I don't know if Reed had the thought of
and with 1 out, the winning run is on third for Zane Phillips, who swings at the first pitch and walks it off. The Stingers came all the way back just to let up 4 in the third, and the Cyclones walk it off here in game 2.
Cody, line up. Who wants to play first?
I can.
I got second. You got third.
Full pitcher.
Full pitcher. Third.
Yeah.
Well, pitching Jack. How many did I give up that game?
22.
How many pitches did I throw altogether? Do you have any idea?
Probably like 120.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling that. Did I hear you had like 70 in the, or 80 in the last game?
Yeah, I'm used to throwing 70 in 2 games.
Nah.
You can random start it.
So it'll be Cole Blevins on the hill here in Game 3 for the Stingers, who are back to being the home team. Cyclones have claimed the series with the walk-off win in Game 2, and what a game it was. 7th spot in the top of the 3rd out of the Stingers to take a 7-4 lead. And then a 4 spot in the bottom of the frame, capped off with a Zane Phillips walk-off. Just another day in the AWA. As we get set for the 3rd and final game of this series, Stingers just looking to take a victory and pick up their 10th win of the season as they finish some last-second warm-ups here. It'll be Cole Blevins on the hill for the Stingers. Matt Bennett taking to the bump for the Cyclones. Phillips average up to 450 on the season. As we get ready to get things started here in Game 3, Blevins facing Phillips. First pitch on the way, and it misses high for a ball. So that's how we get things going here in Game 3. Back-to-back upstairs. 2-0, misses in the dirt. First pitching appearance of the year for Cole Blevins as he hangs a 3-0 way back and gone. Zane Phillips, lucky number 10. Welcome to the double-digit club.
St. Phillips gets his 10th, and this could be a very long game for this Stingers team. Cole Blevins does not pitch very often, and that's just the position they find themselves in now. Career 1076 pitcher, so we'll see.
This is good old-fashioned midweek ball here as Eddie Brown takes a ball. He swings at this one right field and gone. Eddie Brown makes it back-to-back jacks.
Yeah, Cole might be pitching BP here. Which is not great for the other batters in the league that do not get the opportunity.
So makes way for Matt Bennett, who will oppose him on the hill. He swings at the first pitch and pulls it foul. Steps out here. Swinging earlier, the Central Cyclones. Blevins 0-1. Misses in the dirt. That's tapped foul. Bennett behind 1-2. Blevins deals. And he holds off. Just barely. That count moves square 2-2 now. As this is grounded left side, it's going to eat up Caraco, and he can't make the play.
That's tough right there.
So 3 batters in, and all 3 have faced as Phillips steps in again.
There we go. You know, and I was just going to say, tell Cole, you know.
Gave him the Greinke.
Just, you know, some slow lobs not in the heart of the strike zone. That can go a long way in this league.
He's got Phillips ahead 3-0. Still nobody out here in the top of the first. As that'll miss high, and he takes a walk. 2 across, 2 on now for Eddie Brown. Already a homer under his belt for Brown, who technically has 1 out worth of pitching eligibility in this series. Just kind of depends on if he uses it at all.
Yeah, we'll see how this game goes. They might not need it. Anything's possible.
Now the 1-1. Pop up shallow center, and underneath it is Rice. There's the first out.
Hey, that's a good sign right there. The first out, save that ball.
Gave up the 2 homers, but then single walk out in the last 3 hitters. Blevins starting to settle in a little, perhaps. As Bennett leaves the ball upstairs. Tapped foul. Now the 1-1. Pulled left side, past Caraco. Phillips will take a turn. He'll come home. No throw into second. Goes Matt Bennett.
Yeah, you got to have that there. Would have been an easy out instead. Another run comes in. 3-0 now the score.
First pitch to Phillips, another just lob ball.
I like the style.
He rifles one home, and this one's going to sneak through all the way to the tall wall. 1 run will score. Wisely holding up at third is Bennett. It's runners on the corners. So it'll go down as a long single, and it'll make it a 4-0 game. That'll miss up and out to Brown, who pops one up onto the roof. Another one back toward us.
There we go.
60 flat right there, dialed it up. All smiles for Eddie Brown. Now the 1-2. Gave him a slow one, 35.
Is that a knuckle attempt right there?
25-mile-an-hour discrepancy in pitches. That'll miss upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes in the dirt. So count moves full, 3-2. Bennett sits on deck. Phillips in the hole. Blevins looking for a big second out here. 4-0 your score. Top of the first inning here in game 3. Cyclones looking for a sweep. It's a pretty routine win in game 1, but game 2 anything but as the 3-2 gets Brown to chase.
Save that ball.
There's your first career K. So it's 2 down as Matt Bennett steps in again.
I'll let you know he actually has 16 career Ks.
My apologies. Didn't see it in our database here. Is the 2-0 is in for a strike. And if he can get out of this inning, you know, it's a good spot to be in. I mean, 4-0 is a perfectly doable situation. As that's pulled foul.
Just flirting with that foul ball line.
Flirting with disaster, great song. Now the payoff. In the dirt, ball 4, that'll load him up.
Yeah, this might be a auto walk here for Zane Phillips, but we'll see. Last thing you want to do is give up a grand slam.
2 outs, top of this first. Zane Phillips with a chance to really blow this game open. First pitch to him, swung on, driven to right center field. A lot of air under it at the wall, it's gone.
Saw that coming a mile away.
The most expected and likely home run in AWA history brings us to the run cap, an 8th spot in the top of the first with 2 homers off the bat as Zane Phillips have a series. So Matt Bennett will step in and toe the rubber here in the bottom of the first, pitching with quite a cushion right now. I mean, he's got quite a ways to go. Ahead 8-0 are the Cyclones. A pair of homers off the bat of Zane Phillips and another out of Eddie Brown.
It looks like Jordan Rice, who's up, is working with Trey Caracco in the bullpen.
Interesting. So we'll see if they go to him for the second inning. He gives Cole Blevins a high five.
Unfortunately, will not help his career ERA. Did get 2 outs.
So Rice will lead us off. Bottom of the first. Stingers looking to respond. So the first pitch from Bennett is in the dirt for ball 1. Rice, McFeely, Blevins due up. And what could most certainly be a high-scoring affair. So Rice taps that foul.
Well, Jordan Rice and Zane Phillips top the leaderboard with 11 home runs now.
Quite a home run race. We're partying like it's 1998 here in the AWA. There's a 3-1, misses, and it's a 5-pitch walk to lead us off. Jordan Rice gets aboard, makes way for Reed McFeely.
Jordan Rice currently sitting second now in RBIs. Zane Phillips with that second grand slam of the day has taken over the 1 spot.
First pitch to McFeely out toward right field, but a lot of air under it, and Brown is there for the first out.
It's a big out right there.
Looked real good off the bat, but just a little too much air underneath that dragged it back down. Blevins leaves that upstairs for a ball. Caraco now coming out of the bullpen to prep to take some swings, but he's been working back there. We'll see if they tap him for the second inning. Blevins pushes this one fair. It rolled back fair. Would have been a foul ball, but instead it's the second out.
Yeah, that's tough right there. Happens more than you think.
I've seen it happen one time where a ball rolled back fair and ended up being a base hit. Happened in a Big 12 tournament game last year. Benefited Kansas. I thought it was fun. Caraco steps in and swings at strike 1. As he chops this one back to Bennett, who throws onto first. It was bobbled, and we'll have to take a look, but it looked like he made the play. It's just about whether he's able to pick up control in time to step on the bag, and it does look like it. So a scoreless first inning from Matt Bennett. And as we head to the second, 8-0 is your score. So we've got a pitching change. Trey Caraco takes over on the hill after 2/3 of an inning out of Cole Blevins. 8-0 your score. Top of the second here in game 3. Cyclones have already taken the series.
Yeah, and now for this Stingers team, it kind of becomes a game of can we prevent the mercy rule? They score 2 runs, can't get any in the bottom half. This game will be over. Confirmed sweep. Cyclones now at 15-9. Or wait, 14-9, sorry. Win would put them at 15, good enough for second place in the AWA.
And what a race we've got at the top of the standings this season. There's 6 games to play for almost every team, and there's still 4 or 5 teams within punching distance. It's going to be all about who can get hot and stay hot here for these last couple weeks of the year. It'll be Eddie Brown to lead us off. Brown, Bennett, Phillips in that order. In the top of this second inning, an 8th spot in the first. And another homer from Zane Phillips, another 2 homers from Zane Phillips, who has just been so dominant in this series. Caraco's first pitch to Brown misses low and outside. And we're back underway.
Yeah, and I almost would have thought the Stingers would have staggered Jordan Rice with Eddie Brown for one of the games, just because you know the game 3 guy, you have no idea who it was going to be.
3-0 misses inside, and it's a 4-pitch walk to lead us off. So Matt Bennett steps in. Already a couple hits for him in this 3rd game as he takes the ball here.
Yeah, it's kind of what pitching style do you want? A guy like Cole who's going to go out and throw some strikes. Of course, he got hit up quite a bit. Or Draco Rocco hasn't made any starts in his AWA career. Already 7 pitches, 7 balls. Still have Reed McFeely. Don't know how much pitching experience he has.
That'll miss inside. Back-to-back walks to open us up. As Phillips swings at the first pitch. You know, he wants to turn on one here as he leaves that in the dirt. Just past the bottom of the 7 o'clock hour here in the PNW. So that's fouled back the other way. Fast approaching the portion of the year we've got to turn the lights on in these late stages of games. I'm sure we'll see that again come postseason time. 2-2, a little slow lob ball. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, a lot of times I tell him, just like Cole, you can get that lob throw going, just don't leave it close to the zone and you could get yourself bailed out by a few pop-ups.
Nobody out top second. The payoff. There's a pop-up. Tough play. And it's going to drop. Nobody could get there. Foot race to first in time.
That's one way to get it out. Advances the runners. That's a funky scoring play right there.
And again, a lesson in why you always run it out when you put a ball in play. As Brown leaves that one high for ball 2. Runners on second and third now. Caraco trying to avoid walking him loaded, but he's behind 3-0. And he'll do just that. Loads him up for Bennett with one away here in the top of the second.
It's funny, we have on the scoring system, because of the ghost runner, we have Eddie on first and Eddie on second, and technically Eddie on third.
Zane Phillips is Eddie Brown. Eddie Brown is Matt Bennett. And the ghost runner is Eddie Brown.
And Matt Bennett's batting.
And he's ahead 2-0. And he's ahead 3-0. Rocket fire pulled left side. Rice comes over, throws to first in time. It'll score a run. As Eddie Brown, who is Matt Bennett, moves up to third.
Do get the out there. One will come in. Nothing now. 2 outs. I mean, there's a chance to get out of this thing here without hitting the mercy cap.
The runners on second and third as Phillips pops this one up right side. It'll be caught. And they will get out of it without hitting the mercy cap.
Yeah,
only a
pretty
run
good
scores.
right there.
9-0 as we head to the bottom of the second.
Well, you guys avoided the mercy. I guess that's good. All right. Who's that? Yeah.
So back after it here in the bottom of the second. Only a run scored, so it's 9-0. As Jordan Rice swings to the first pitch, pops it foul, and Bennett couldn't get there in time.
Nice awareness there to run around the mic. Would have been a tough play regardless. Might see some people diving for those come playoffs.
0-1 skips in the dirt. And a credit to Trey Caraco for only letting up the one run. Rice pulls that one foul. Very compact swing right there from Jordan Rice. Had his hands really choked up inside, but he just pulls it foul. Now the 1-2. Ripped down the left field line and off the top of the wall.
Jordan thought he had number 12 right there. I did too. Just a little short. But that'll actually technically break up the no-hitter for Matt Bennett.
So it makes way for Reed McFeely with one on and none gone.
Reed McFeely coming in with a 600 average.
He's ahead 2-0 here.
Trying to get the 0 off the board for the Stingers.
Leaves another. This will certainly be an interesting one in terms of pitching and scoring. We kind of have an idea of what we've got now, but you know, you just never know. 3-0 to McFeely, sent back up the middle. Brown is going to get there. Throw to second. It's bobbled.
That was almost a really nice looking play. Zane Phillips just couldn't hold on to the ball there.
Had a shot at it, but it's bobbled, and it's 2 on with none gone now as Blevins swings at strike 1.
Well, Blevins got screwed on that first at bat with the foul ball rolling back into fair play.
Working a 1-1 here. Takes the ball upstairs.
Stingers just trying to find a little offensive help here. Series is already gone, but I mean 9-0, that's tough. Try to make it a little closer. I feel better going into Wednesday's game. Quick turnaround time.
Peppered back up the middle, skips off the hands of Bennett. Nobody home at first. Rice will come around and score.
Yeah, and I knew the moment he hit that over there and Eddie went to second. Matt had to drop all the balls there, was looking at the balls, threw it before he looked over, and just like that, one run comes in.
So that'll put the Stingers on the board. The lead is back down to 8. Stingers just trying to take it one bite at a time here. (2-0 to Caraco, and he's going to wear it. Still nobody out in the bottom of the second either. The 3-0 in the dirt, ball 4. That'll load him up.
Load him up, and more importantly, top of the order. Jordan Rice will have another crack at it. Just missed a home run his last at bat.
Certainly can turn on one, can Rice.
This could be the duel of the potential Silver Sluggers here in this game. Of course, Aaron Schofield in that mix, Ian Michael.
Rice steps back in. Swings to the first pitch, fouls it back. Blevins out at second, affected by the sun. It's just peeking through the trees right now. Casting some shadows on that second base center field area as that's fouled off.
Just missed those two.
(0-2 to Rice, misses down low.
Pretty close. Nice take there from Jordan.
Now the 1-2, same spot, same result. We're even. Still 9-1, but nobody out here in the bottom of the second, and the bases loaded.
Still no outs as well. Stingers do have, they're the home team going for them. Always a slight advantage for the home team.
So Bennett working on Rice at 2-2 count. A rock and fire, just missing outside. Fine margins there. Now the payoff from Bennett. Walked him, and that'll bring in another.
This inning will continue.
9-2 the score now for Reed McFeely.
This is kind of where an interesting part takes. You have the bases loaded. A grand slam would end this. If you're the Stingers, you don't really want that. Most runs you could potentially get in an inning is 9, which would be 5 runs, bases loaded, then you hit the grand slam. That's the only time the extra runs count. Could hypothetically tie this game up.
As McFeely takes the ball. Bennett starting to struggle command-wise here. That'll miss downstairs in the dirt.
Yeah, I don't think there's any leash here on Matt Bennett. St. Phillips rarely pitches. They already have this series. Probably not too concerned.
3-0 misses high. And he'll take another walk. It's 9-3.
Starting to get a little interesting.
Of course, third inning, no run cap. That'll be something to keep an eye on.
We'll see how that inning goes. Could be here a while. Almost at the 30-minute mark in this game.
Get your popcorn ready, everybody. Settle in.
Hope we're not here all night.
So Blevins steps in, took a ball, now fouls that one back.
Cole Evans 1 for 2 here in game number 3.
As he watches another downstairs.
It's a good take.
2 balls, 1 strike, still nobody out. That's outside ball 3. Nobody away in the bottom of the second, as that's another walk. That'll bring home Caraco, who will now step back up to the dish.
It's lining up perfectly for this Stingers team. Trey Caraco can get on with a walk. You have the top of the order just to swing away, trying to get a grand slam or nothing. This game could be tied up in the second inning.
What a spot that would be. First pitch to Caraco up high for a ball. He watches a strike here.
Don't blame him.
You know what I'm intrigued to see, if Caraco is to walk, does Bennett almost intentionally walk Jordan Rice?
Yeah, that's the right move there.
You cut your losses. You say, okay, we'll get him to the run cap, but we'll.
Yeah, I mean, especially with no outs. I mean, if it was 2 outs, it'd be a different story. Maybe consider going for it to save a run, but odds are this is pointed in the direction of a 6-run minimum inning.
Unless Rice is, intentionally a little extra aggressive, swinging at some stuff, which you might see.
There's a hack right there.
That's tapped foul, and the count is full.
And that also makes it a little more interesting.
Bennett's payoff. Foul down.
You're good. I peed my pants. Kind of the perfect place for everything to fall.
Payoff again, misses up and out. Another walk.
Can you press my talk back?
Hey Shane, can you give me a foul? No, like in the closet by the bathroom.
The foul ball was hit back into the booth. It directly nailed Jack's water cup, and it just spilled all over his lap.
Want to toss me that ball right there?
So 9-5 your score now. First pitch on the way to Jordan Rice. Swings at it and pushes it foul. 0-1 swung on center field. Way back, we're tied. Jordan Rice.
Oh my goodness.
A run cap grand slam evens this game at 9. There's a little bit of everything here on this chaotic Monday night. We go to the third, all square at 9.
I hit one over there the other day. Was it a full cup of water too? What? All the way full? But it was a perfect fall. no technology really? Is there any in the stairwell? I'm not sure. There's some balls down there. Are you looking for Wiffle? Yeah, there's some down there.
So Trey Caraco will retake the slab here for the third inning.
Can't believe it's tied.
This is unbelievable. I'm intrigued to see what happens in this third with no run cap for either team. Thinking we could be here for a little bit.
Well, hoping Trey keeps that magic going.
Settle in, get your popcorn, take a seat on the couch.
And with that home run, Jordan Rice back in front, 12 home runs, 38 RBIs, really making a name for himself for this MVP race. If you can't help him out pitching, he's going to try to do it offensively.
Trey Caraco only let up the 1 run. Leads the league in water glasses knocked over.
Yeah. It's perfect. I can just pee my pants and no one will know.
Leads the league in X spill.
This game goes for another 4 hours. Might have to. Cyclones were up 8-0 after the first inning. Somehow after the second inning, it's tied 9-9. Don't understand that at all.
So it'll be Brown, Bennett, Phillips in that order. Eddie Brown swings to the first pitch, and it's fair, and it's over the head of Blevins.
Almost was able to make the play there.
Just got
Just cleaning up the ground over here.
As that's pulled over to Club 65 and onto the roof. Matt Bennett leaves the yard, and the Cyclones jump right back in front.
2 batters doubled the total from Trey. They're gonna need to try and figure out somehow to get those 3 outs here in this inning without it getting out of control.
So Zane Phillips steps in and takes the ball. I just got a call from an unknown number. That's exciting. As that's popped up way into the trees and off the base of the wall, hung up there. Phillips will go to second.
That is crazy.
I mean, that was on the radar at Payne Field.
A little more surprising that they couldn't get anyone with all that airtime to get underneath it.
So Phillips sets up shop on second. Eddie Brown steps back in. He swings at that one, sends it right back up the middle. Phillips will take a turn and come home. Return to sender from Eddie Brown.
Stay hot.
And it's 12-9.
Yeah, they might just think about throwing in Reed if this is kind of how it's going to go.
Infinite run glitch here in the third inning of game 3. That's pulled foul. Outside 3-1 to Bennett. Now the hitters count. Upstairs. They say you see something new every time you come to the ballpark, and by golly, there's been at least 3 of those today.
Unfortunately, they have a long way to go to get the record for most runs in a game. That was 2021 between the Enforcers and Nighthawks. Final score 29-28.
Oh my, that's a rocket back up the middle, and that ball's gone. Zane Phillips answers back to the Jordan Rice homer with a long ball of his own.
And he's gonna tie Jordan Rice with 12. This is just turning into a home run derby. I don't know what has to happen here, but something has to happen so we can get out of this game.
Go home. You said the final score of that game was 29-28?
Yeah.
Goodness me.
It's like 7 innings, and I mean, it was basically just a walkathon when you couldn't see anything.
Back up the middle, throw to first, over the head of Levinson onto the roof. Safely into first goes Eddie Brown. And we keep on moving. 15 runs on 11 hits for the Cyclones, 9 runs on 3 hits for the Southern Stingers. First pitch to Bennett, up and out.
Say we might have to.
That's pulled over to Rice. Throw to first. Not in time. It was bobbled as Bennett came charging in.
Yeah, we're going to have to see some of those plays being made if there's a chance for this.
Runners on the corners now for Phillips. Still nobody out in the top of this third as he pulls it foul. The 1-1. This one a rocket off the hand of Rice and down for a base hit. Brown will come around and score. Bennett goes to second. And we'll keep on moving. Already 7 runs across in this third inning. That's spiked in the dirt for ball 1. Little slow roller back up the middle. And that'll load the bases. Brown stops at first. Bennett holds it home on just a lob ball that got smashed back out to the base of the wall. So bases loaded with nobody out for Matt Bennett. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it off.
Triple play would be nice right about now.
Sure would. That'll miss outside, and we're all square 1-1. Crocco up to 45 pitches in this one. As that swung on and pulled just foul.
Never been more excited for a foul ball in my life.
Bennett behind 1-2. Crocco looking for an out. Pop up shallow and caught. There's your first out.
It's beautiful.
Save that ball. So 1 out and the base is loaded, but it's 1 out and the base is loaded for Zane Phillips. Can he pick up another? What a series it's been for Zane Phillips.
3 home runs in this game.
Takes the ball here.
I think if you're Jordan, you just tell him, do not throw a strike. Oh,
That'll catch the low outside corner. Right on cue. And we'll see if he throws another one.
It would behoove him not to.
There's your vocab word today. behoove. 2-1 misses low. Now 3-1. Outside, he'll take a walk.
That's not a bad strategy right there.
So 8 runs across in this third, still only 1 out.
Might take a 10-run inning to win this game. We'll see.
First pitch to Brown, left field, way back and gone. Salami for Eddie Brown, and it's 21-9. Oh my goodness. What is going on here?
It's a home run derby.
Where's Jordan Walker when you need him?
Just when you thought the Stingers were getting a little bit of momentum, we're reaching scores we never thought we'd reach.
21-9 your score now. Is that swung on and driven to left, and that ball is gone. Matt Bennett leaves the yard.
Nothing to say.
I mean, this is unbelievable. Lineup turns for Zane Phillips, who leaves the first pitch outside for a ball. Really seeing the effects of the no-run cap third inning. That's 13 across already. 3-0 popped up. McFeely under it, and there's 2 away.
That's crazy. I don't know how that didn't hit the tree, but we will take it.
So it's back to Eddie Brown now. A grand slam last time he stepped in. Watches a ball. It's going to be quite a cushion for Matt Bennett. As that's pulled over to Rice. Throws to first in time. And the inning is over, but a 13 spot out of the Central Cyclones. Work to do for the Southern Stingers in the bottom of the inning.
Okay. Who's that? It's been so long. Is it you?
So it's a new haircut on the bump for the Central Cyclones, and it's Zane Phillips, who we don't see very often on the hill.
Yeah, this will be his first pitching appearance this year. 6.4 ERA. You don't see him pitching too often.
Goes to work against McFeely here and fires in a ball.
Well, we thought the 8-0 lead from the Cyclones was unattainable. Then the Stingers tied it up in the second inning. So, you know, 13 runs could be possible.
And the interesting thing here is this is Zane Phillips' game. Almost from here on out. You still have the 1 out of eligibility for Eddie Brown. We'll see if that becomes a necessity.
That'll, I mean, if it's close and there's 2 outs, absolutely.
4-pitch walk to McFeely opens things up. Yeah, I mean, you most certainly have that in the back of your mind if you're Zane Phillips. That's fouled back.
Getting sick of these foul balls coming back here.
Jack's water is empty now, luckily.
Yeah, I was pretty thirsty.
Blevins ahead, 2-1.
I think part of the redeeming quality so far is, yes, we've seen a lot of runs. It has been a relatively quick game for having this many runs scored.
Yeah.
Just a lot of home runs. The walks are what really drag out games.
2-1 in the dirt. Now the 3-1 hitters count upstairs in a 5-pitch walk right on cue.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of the issue with why so many runs were scored were Trey and Matt were just throwing so many strikes right over the heart of the plate. You don't see that too often. Zane's got a lot of movement, but he's not the most accurate pitcher. I was hoping Stingers will bite at a few, but I don't know if they will.
Stingers need 13 runs to send this to extra innings. 14 to walk it off. There's certainly a world where we see extra innings here.
Don't say that.
Knock on wood. It's the beauty of the children's game right here. 3-0. Upstairs, that'll load him up.
Almost 2 minutes into this inning, we have bases loaded already. Jordan Rice trying to be the first player in the, sorry, St. Phillips last inning got to 40 RBIs.
Phillips 2-0 to Rice. Inside ball 3. And he takes a walk. Bases stay loaded. 1 run across. It's 22-10. It is.
4 straight walks. Better than, I guess, 4 straight home runs. I don't know. Actually, that'd be a little more electric.
Something like that.
Reed
Hey, the
McFeely.
Mariners are winning.
Oh, that's good. Say Reed McFeely, one of the few guys not in the hit parade here in this game, which is quite surprising, judging by how hot he started off.
Takes a strike here.
Second strike for Zane Phillips.
That'll miss upstairs. He's starting to get him close at least. As he misses in the dirt.
Yeah, and like I was saying with Cole and Trey, the lob throw, very underrated. You get 12 runs. You may as well try and get some in play.
That'll miss downstairs, way in the dirt, ball 4, and a second run comes across. It's 22-11.
They've cut the lead in half. You say that quite a bit. Don't think we've ever seen this score. There's a, what's scoregami?
I was going to say, do we have AWA scoregami?
Unlikely.
I think somebody should do that. I think one of the viewers should go back and look at the history of the league. Phillips 1-1, misses upstairs, ball 2. And same spot, same result. It's 3-1.
Yeah, and it just has to be Zane Phillips to get these outs. I mean, there's a no-run cap. Eddie Brown can come in for 1 out, but like if Eddie comes in and gets an out and there's multiple outs left, that, you know, what is that, an automatic forfeit?
Does that end the game as Blevins takes a walk, and that'll score another 22-12. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the scoreboard we have above Club 65 in left field, and just giggling at that number of 22-12.
And it's tough, like especially for Zane. You know, hasn't pitched an inning this season so far. Primarily a position player, obviously, but a lot of guys they can get good at pitching because of repeated reps. So guys like Drew Gradwell, Jordan Rice, they're always out there for 2 games, so you know exactly what's happening.
upstairs. It's 3-0 to Caraco. And he takes a walk. Back down to single digits. 22-13 your score.
You can't. No. Because he pitched already. And you took him out. Yeah, that, you can't. And he's got 1 out of availability.
But he'd have to pitch. But he'd have to pitch the last out.
Yeah, but he started the game and you took him out. He pitched the first 2 innings.
You can't do that?
No.
I had no idea.
That we allowed it for 1 game like 3 years ago, and then everyone threw a huge fit. So we made it a rule.
So a little confusion here as Phillips was trying to tap Matt Bennett to come back into the ball game, but unfortunately not to be, as Rice swings to the first pitch and pulls it out into the corner. 1 run will score. Everybody goes station to station.
It's a nice change of pace there offensively. Crazy thing, it's 14-22. Cyclones have 15 hits. Stingers have 4.
McFeely steps back in and takes the ball. 8-run ball game. As that'll miss inside.
Going through these balls like crazy.
I kind of think we might get a Stingers walk-off in this one. So we've got a couple wiffle balls up here. 2-0 misses in the dirt, ball 3. Blevins on deck as McFeely watches a strike here. Bases still loaded. The 3-1 misses outside. Another walk. It's 22-15. As we're fast approaching the hour mark in this 3rd game.
Yeah, this game is getting funky. I mean, that's kind of what you get. Call down AAA. Cyclones without their normal number 2 guy, Max Melendez. I knew it was going to be tough, especially with 3 players.
Blevins swings at the first pitch, grounds it to Brown, who applies the tag, but another run scores. There's the first out.
That is a big out. Zane needs to get 1 more out for Eddie Brown to come in.
22-16 now. We got a football score on our hands.
Never had to use the scoreboard this much.
Trey Caraco swings to the first pitch and pulls it foul. 1 out, bottom 3rd. 6-run ball game. Runners on 1st and 2nd as Caraco swings through 54, and he's behind 0-2.
I think right now the Cyclones are saying, thank God we have 1 more out with Eddie Brown.
0-2. Pulled over toward Brown. He's going to step on 3rd. Nobody home at 1st, but there's the 2nd out. And now we'll see what Zane Phillips chooses to do.
All right, they're going to leave him in.
They're going to stick with him. It's Zane Phillips' game to the end as Jordan Rice pops it up, and it's dropping foul.
Jordan's had like 3 of those here today where...
All against me, too.
Yeah.
Scared me.
Gets out of it unhurt.
Rice behind 0-1. Phillips deals right side. Underneath it is Bennett. And the Cyclones win maybe the most interesting game I've ever seen. They cap off this sweep with a 22-16 victory. 20 runs combined in the final inning of play. And we're just getting started for the week. We got a series tomorrow, and we got the Stingers back in action on Wednesday. We'll do it all again tomorrow afternoon. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon.